Hey friends, Wes here, back at you again. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm just finished editing another beer review, and I'm waiting for that to render. So I figured while that was happening, I would go ahead and jump in and answer a few of the threads that are going around recently. There's been a slew of them for the past month or two, and I've been trying to keep up with them, but it's really hard, especially when I'm doing either a beer review or all the new records I've been finding lately. It's hard to squeeze in a thread response here and there. So I apologize, but I'm gonna try to get to some of these. The first one I wanted to answer is from Fred, Bigstar1000. This thread is probably over a month old now, but I still wanted to get in and answer it real quick. He was asking about album art and how it compared to the music on albums. So he wanted some albums where the music was better than the art, or some albums where the art was better than the music, or some albums where the art and the music complemented each other really well. And I thought that was a really cool thread, and I enjoyed all the responses to that, and I wanted to throw in my 2 cents on that thread. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first ones, I picked out a couple where I thought the art is better than the music. The first one I'm going to show is one I've talked about recently. This is Black Mountains in the Future. I still like the art on this better than the music. I'm not saying that the music is bad. It's just it didn't grab me as much as the art did. You know, this like I said, this is a blind buy for me. And it was just, I went into the music store and said, I'm going to buy something just based on the cover, and this is what I got. And the cover's amazing, the music's just, it's good, but it's not as great as the cover, I don't think. That's my opinion. I'm sure I'm going to get some hate on that. But this one as well, the second one I have, Bon Iver. It's another one where I think the art is a lot better than the music. I just really don't like how this was mixed, and some of the effects that were added on, I believe, later on. I just don't like it. There's a lot of distortion and stuff here and there, and I just didn't care for that at all myself. I thought it would have sounded a lot better mixed cleanly. Actually, I saw a live performance of this before I bought it, and on a, I believe it was a Colbert show, where he did a song, and it was a clean mix there. There wasn't any distortion added or anything, and it sounded really good. And so that's another one where I like the art better than the music. Okay. Next up, picked out a few more that I think the music is better than the artwork, and I picked out some really iconic album covers, but they just never, they're iconic, but from an artistic standpoint, they don't really do anything for me. The first one I picked out is Pink Floyd's The Wall. And artistically, this is pretty boring. I could take a ruler and a pencil and draw this in 5 minutes. It's not very interesting. It's iconic, but it's not very interesting. I would have liked some, there's some great artwork on the inside of this, on the sleeves and in the gatefold and everything, and I would have liked to have seen some of that brought out to the front. Maybe the wall starting to come down would have been a little more interesting. But yeah, I think the music's better than the art. Second one I picked is kind of the same thing. It's the Beatles' White Album. This is my very rough copy of this album. It's all I've found thus far. It is listenable. It doesn't skip or anything. It doesn't have too many clicks. So it's what I got now. And this is an amazing album, and just there's no art at all. It just says the Beatles on it. It's pretty boring. So I don't know, I've always been turned off by, you go into an art museum sometimes and there'll be a canvas that's just all white or all red, or, I'm really turned off by that kind of art that's just meant to it's almost like it's meant to piss you off, and I understand that that's an emotion, and that is art, that is what art is, but it doesn't mean I like it. So that being said, the last one I picked where I thought the music was better than the art is the Beach Boys' Pet Sounds. Never really cared for this album cover. I mean, they're in a petting zoo, and it's just, I don't know. Just the way the bar goes across the top, I don't really like it that much. You know, it's a green bar, and then you got, you know, green trees in the background, and it doesn't really break itself apart from the rest, from the photo very well. And I don't know, just never really liked it from an artistic standpoint. And the Beach Boys have had some really good album covers, I think, and that's certainly some of their best music, but the artwork is not very good. Okay, and now on to the albums I picked for what I thought the artwork was as good as the music. And this group, I actually did find 5 that I thought fit that category really well. And the first one I have is Fleet Foxes' Helplessness Blues. You know, the album does sound like this cover. Just the colors and the designs and the icons and stuff that are in here. It's all there. Yeah, I thought that one fit the music very well. Second one I picked out is Emerson, Lake and Palmer's Tarkus. I know I talk about this one a lot, but it's just one of my favorite albums of all time, and I think the artwork fits the music very well. This, if you haven't heard this album, it's sort of an album talking about the military-industrial machine sort of thing, where, you know, all this money is being spent to develop fighting machines, and in order for that to be a continuing sort of thing, then we have to have wars, and you know, there has to be a use for these machines. So it's kind of an endless cycle that's bringing the whole world down. It's going to be the end of all of us, I'm sure, one day. Another one I picked was Earth's Angels, Darkness, Demons of Light. I think the artwork on this fits the album, fits the music quite well. Just sort of sounds like what it looks like, I think. And you know, both the music and the art are really great. Really sort of colorful and very, very cool. I like it a lot. Another one I picked was Black Angel's Phosphine Dream. The album sounds just like this piece of graphics, I guess you could say. Very trippy and psyche and colorful, and it's all that. And I really enjoyed the artwork on this, and I enjoy the music as well. And then the last one I picked was the Beastie Boys' License to Ill. Just the music sort of sounds like this to me. I don't know. I think the artwork and the music on this go together quite well. Just very sort of in your face kind of music, and that's the artwork too. So those are my picks for the artwork thread by Bigstar1000 Fred. Thanks for the thread, and I've enjoyed everybody else's responses, and we'll see you guys real soon. Cheers.